Stone-hearted, insensitive, and various words have been used to describe Pastor ID Idowu Iluyomade and his wife, Pastor Siju Iluyomade, as the corpses of Albert Wigwe, his wife, Chizoba, and their 29-year-old son, Chizi, were laid to rest yesterday. Hello, everyone. You're so much welcome. For those of us who are not able to mentally process the 1 week proceedings that have been following the burial of Albert Wigwe and his wife and son, I will say please do not watch the videos. It's been a week of crying, tears, and just we questioning our humanity to ask ourselves as human beings, why are we here on earth? What's our purpose? We are born on earth. We want to achieve this. We want to go to school. We want to do businesses. We want to succeed. We want to maintain wealth. And along the line, we lose so many things. We make so many friends. We impact our world. Then whenever it's going to happen, when God is going to say, boom, my dear daughter or son, come home, we do not know. But if we have truly lived an impactful life, whenever God says it's time to go, would the world rejoice? What would they say about us? What are the good deeds and our good works that we'll have done? What is our relationship with our Creator? Now, this doesn't have to do with Christianity or Islam or even traditional religion. Some people don't belong to either of the three. But I must say, there are some exceptional human beings that have understood the concept of humanity. Do what unto other people what you want to do to yourself. Be fair. Now, Pastor Siju and Pastor Idowu, we've been observing them since this issue happened. I'm sure you've been following the story where on the 9th of February, Albert, his wife and son lost their lives in a chopper in the United States of America where they were on their way to go and watch, to participate in the Super Bowl program and everything. From that time, people were talking, what happened and all that. We've not really been able to get, the full investigation from the US authorities, but they are working on it. Now, their spiritual father and mother, in this context, is Siju and ID Iluyomade. And as a spiritual father and mother to all the members in their church, we expected a level of soberness. We expected this were the people that should be at the forefront of how do we bury these three spiritual children that they have? How do we stay and hold the children by the hand? Who will have been the one to be in charge of the surviving children, Tochi and the others, if not the spiritual parents? Especially for the fact that Albert Wigwe's father and mother, 89-year-old man and his wife are still alive. Even those of us who are not affiliated to them, who in quotes have not spent one kobo out of their money, we are feeling it. We have to feel it because we are human beings. These people did not pass on because of a protracted illness. They were hale and earthy, happy, moving from one part of maybe London to America when this unfortunate incident happened. And when their corpses were brought home some days ago, and we saw the carton, the humility that we can all be gone at any time just came. How can it be his family, ill and earthy, having the world at their feet? When they snap their fingers, things happen. Now come back in cartons. If you're a deep thinker and you think to say, even in the carton is not a complete human body. That alone sends shivers down the spines of people who truly understands what humanity is. But what do we have from Pastor ID? Of course, the family of the Wigwe have decided to tell them they have cut off the association with them for the burial, so they didn't want to see them. So everything they did, they didn't include the RCCG family City of David. However, they did their proceedings in other, parishes and all of that. Now, yesterday was when the burial took place. The cries, the tears, the processions throughout the week, you've seen how they're powerful men. They are men and they are men. And whether we like it or not, Some people are able to discover whatever purpose or destiny God has given them to achieve XYZ in their lifetime, which cannot be undermined. They came on stage to cry. We have Sanusi, we have the PA, Faleye, who narrowly escaped the incidents. We had, who else? Dangote and all of them, Aij, Imokwede and all of them. And you're thinking, how can one man, there are several billionaires, but you cannot say anything about them. They do not do anything to affect humanity. It's all about them. And when words were spoken, you can't but help but have goosebumps all over you. Of course, Pastor ID and his wife were cut off, so they were not there. But on their pages, you see Pastor Siju still posting pictures, like everything is okay and all of that. And Pastor ID decided to share. Please go to their pages. You'll see what I'm trying to say. He talked about how, yes, it was late Albert Igwe that secretly paid salaries of choir members. For how long he didn't mention. But for you to be paying every month salaries of choir members, even if it's 10,000 naira, he doesn't have to do that. He doesn't have to do that. He single-handedly helped with about 400 or 500 million when they were doing a school project in Makoko. Single-handedly brought 500 million and the church brought 300 million. Fast forward to just recently. He gave 3 weeks or 2 weeks before his demise, he gave them 1 billion naira, so that the interest on the loan they took from Access Bank, his bank, would not keep accruing. What more can an individual give? And he was still in that church 2 weeks before his demise. What more can an individual do? Will he remove all his internals to give to the church to please the people, the pastors in this case? And, Pastor ID went on to say, yes, he's been there. Yes, he gave the church. Yes, he did this. But the question is, for somebody to give, something has left the person. And the closer you are to somebody who passed on like that, the harder it will hit you. It is just today I'm able to say, okay, let's look at the week all through and see, maybe these pastors will realize that, our actions was not planned to be like this. We didn't plan to insult people's sensitivity. We didn't mean to be insensitive and everything. But no apology came. Because what Pastor Ida even said in that preacher, please go to his page right now. You see it there. It wasn't carrying any substance. You fulfill destiny. You do this when it's time. I don't want to just go into it. Please go there and so that you can get the contextual meaning of his statement. Now, this level of pride, I think today, right now as I speak, the church service is taking place in in River State, sorry. Right now, which is what I just watched. And a kind of peace and calm is coming to those of us who have been mourning to say, they've run their race. But they've shaken, their demise have shaken us as human beings. That who next? The vehicles we enter every day and come back, the flights we take on every day and arrive at our destination, some people did that, but are unable to come back. You can imagine the kind of gruesome passing on of a crash. We were looking at his wife looking at the son looking at the father, helplessly. All the billions, the dollars, the pounds they have could not help them. It just shows that as human beings, there are a lot of things we have no control over. Even yesterday, there was an announcement or a news slated online that Baba, that's Albert Wigwe's father, single Wigwe, slumped. Of course, he was not at the burial site, but he was at home. But definitely the shock on the man's body at 89. At 89, as a spiritual father of late Albert, you should be the one feeding this man with the word at this very vacuum time. This is the height of insensitivity. This is the height of being stone-hearted. This is the sign of being wicked to another human being. I don't care whether it's now pastorship or not. A pastor is a human being. And in 2024, if anybody is as inhumane as this, right in all our faces, we have the right to tell them what they've done is wrong. This is not dragging, this is what it is. It is absolutely wrong, and it's shameful as a Christian to witness this kind of event. The fact that you've not even come out to make a speech to say, we are sorry, we didn't mean it like this. How mean can you guys be? How are you able to sleep? A lot of us were not able to sleep. Because the good book says it is better to go to the house of mourning than to the house of celebration. Because every human being is going to taste that. Every human being is going to go. And people are expected to mourn. Now, when the mourning is taking place, what are people saying about the person that's just passed on? Celebrating the birthday 6 days or 7 days after the demise of 3 human beings. 3 human beings who have given you what I don't even know what else is expected to give. With a 29-year-old youth, first son, gone. They have aged parent, 89-year-old man. I don't know how old the mama is. But everybody is even pensive. The prayers yesterday to say, God, please don't let this Baba go yet. Whatever you've done, we cannot question God. Even if maybe the elder surviving child, maybe when she's going to get married, let Baba be able to hand her over to her husband. Let him even find something joyful again in his weak heart. Because nobody can tell me an 89-year-old man's heart is not weak. The body is weak, the organs are weak. Every day is spent is grace. So what are we preaching, Pastor ID and Pastor Siju? What precedents are you laying for foundations for this young youth who are looking at you as role models? Some people are still very young and unimpressionable. Unlike people like us who can say, this is right and this is wrong. Forget maybe they are Christians or they are Muslim. You can even see Dangote was there throughout the event till this moment as I make this podcast. Dangote is in church right now. And you feel that maybe he doesn't have the right. When it comes to some things, you leave religion aside and face humanity. Any religion that does not put humanity in front, right, is not a religion. I stand to be corrected. Any religion that will not say put yourself in somebody's shoes and feel their pain is not a religion. So this is a shame for us as Christians, but we are going to face it and tell ourselves the hard truth. So some people who do not like to hear anything said about their men and women of God, please log out. But if you drop on the comment that you're not supposed to drop here, you'll be blocked. Because if you cannot tell ourselves the home truth, people who are not even Christians, right, are telling us the truth. And because they are seeing some of us Christians that have common sense, that understands the book that says, what is a birthday? Yes, you might have been planning your 60th birthday for the past 20 years. But some things happen in the life of an individual. You will take a pause and feel the temperature in the room. You should be so overwhelmed with this situation by holding the children by the hand to say, you know what? Your mother is not there, but we will stand by you. They should look to the right and see Pastor Siju. They should look to the left and see Pastor ID. But the things of the world have taken over. Even if you have been exceptional human beings, I'm not a member of your church, this little thing that you've done is so high. I think you should be surrounded by people who are intelligent or publicists who will tell you this is not the way to go. And any human being who fails to listen to the voice of caution is ready to go down. So please, for you not to go down, do something. Put your pride aside and be humane for once. You've not shown any remorse at all. You've not. Of course, we saw what happened when Pastor Adeboye was reportedly said that he should resign. And you responded to say, you're not resigning anything because of the building. You're not resigning. And because all the contracts in that Trinity house was done by a private company, SPV. So whatever you guys are even dealing with internally, that's your own church issue. That's your denominational issue. But please, you can do your internal wrangling, but you're not giving a good front out as Christians. Go and check their pages. Some of their posts that they've been posting since the night of this thing happened, They had to lock the comment section because they can't deal with it. Trust Nigerians. When they see say your common sense don't fly away, they will give you basbos. They will give you. Why okay, you've done the birthday you've done, and look at what you're getting. For somebody who was really there for you, nobody can teach you how to mourn, but your spiritual leaders, you understand what it is to transition in such a way. You should be intercessors. When Baba was said to have slumped yesterday, some people went into intercession. No, you don't have to knock your head on the ground to go for intercession. It is your heart to say, God, please, this pie in the family is enough for now. Even if Baba or Mama has to go, please, God, not now. That is what any human being, way in blood, with blood, see they go inside their heart, where they come out. Clean one, no be one, we don't block with stone. Please, we expect very much. And any basbos that comes from now, a week. Like I said, they were buried yesterday. Today is this Thanksgiving service taking place right now. Anything you guys have not said now shows that you are who you are. You've told the world who you are. So whatever anybody wants to say to you, take it. Well, I've been silent for the past 1 week to say, okay, let's see how events play out. Maybe it's going to be solved. Maybe you're going to be sorry about it. Maybe you're going to revert. But you didn't. What is life? That alone should give you that humility of heart to say, God, if this person who has the world at his feet can go like this with his wife and son, then I fear you. Because any human being who doesn't have the fear of God, who doesn't believe in humanity, let me even scale it down, is supposed to be questioned. Thank you so much for watching. May the souls of the late Albert Igwe, his wife Chizoba, and their son Chizi find peace. May Papa and Mama's hearts be healed. It doesn't go away. It's at a very difficult time in their lives. And they've lost a son, their first son, Osita, 26 years ago. So you can imagine the scars again. The prayer I will make, may our own parents not bury us. Right? May we be the one to bury our parents. And may we not bury our children. What you wish for others is what will come to you. Your actions and inactions. You are in the business of, yes, church business is a business of relationships. Where people trust you enough to come to you, to hear you speak, to believe what you're saying, and to give to your cause. Project. What else do you want the man to do? You failed him. You will have expected you be with his children, with his parents. But where are you? People, there's nothing in this life. In everything we are doing, let's always take a pause moment like this. And know that if you don't use your brain, do church, or whatever religion you're doing, God doesn't ask us to be stupid. God is not a God of foolishness. He's a God of wisdom. And every day of our lives, we should always seek wisdom. And in places where we fall, or we are not wise, let us quickly revert and take good counsel and do the needful. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.